In this video I want to show you how to do an Italian cast on. Italian cast on gives a nice stretchy cast on for any time you want something that's going to either be knit and purl or for a brioche edge like this, because a brioche for all intents and purposes is more like ribbing than anything else, because you've got your knit ribs here and then the ones you slip in between that you work on the other side are going to be your purl stitches. So we're going to go and show you how to do that Italian cast on now. You start with your yarn, and as with the long tail cast on, you want about 3 times the width of the work that you want, that the finished work is. So we keep that tail over on this side and our ball of yarn on this side. I'm just going to grab where I want it to be, and I'm going to go put my thumb and my index finger between them like this and grab the 2 yarn in underneath here in my fist. Now get your needle, any needle will do. Come from this side and twist it, and that forms our first stitch. Now I'm going to show you the maneuvers to do each of the knit and purl stitches. The first one is the knit stitch. You come from the front, up between, over the back, and that's your first knit stitch. And now the purl one, you come from the back, up through the front, and bring it to the back. And that's our first purl stitch. Now we're just going to keep repeating those until you have the number of stitches that you want. So up the front, through and back, back and front and up. You can see that you'll actually pick up speed very quickly, but I'm going to try and keep it slow so that you can still see what I'm doing. So from the front, between, scoop the back for your knit, and then your purl, you go to the back, to the front and lift it up. And you can see that they do look like knit stitches and purl stitches on the needle. So they look like what they're supposed to. So if you forget when you've done last, just take a look at whether it looks like a purl stitch like this or a knit stitch. You see this last one is a purl, so I'm going to continue with the knit stitch. Front, between, back, back, front and up. I'm just going to do 2 more and then I'll show you how you finish off the last one. So the knit one, front, between, back, and the purl one, back, front, up. Now on the last one you can see it's just going to be kind of a loosely sitting bit of yarn here. It's not going to hold. So what you're actually going to do is take this off, turn it around and sit it on the needle to kind of loop it and hold it in position. Then you can tighten that up so that it will stay in place. And then you can just get started on your knitting.